Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I have a list for you guys to know before you arrive the Philippines. I'm going to give you a tips and tricks. But before that, I want you to like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any question, just comment down below and please watch this video until the end, and I really do appreciate that. These important 7 reasons, so especially to those new people or new foreigner when I come to the Philippines, well, it's okay to the people who come here for many times because they learn something. But this video is all about who want to come to the Philippines for the first time. I have a notes here that I'm going to share it to you. That's why I created a notes so you guys knows about it, what I'm going to explain, because sometimes I forget. So anyway, number 1 is English is widely spoken. So I want you to know not to be scared here in the Philippines to come enter here, because Philippines is the speak in English here. So when it comes to communicating, especially in the public, that you want to find place or things that you want to do in the Philippines, you have no any problem with that, because Filipino knows how to speak English. Even though some of them, they cannot answer you fluently, they understand what you're talking about basically. So English is widely spoken here in the Philippines. Most Filipinos speak in English fluently, especially in cities and tourist area. It's one of the country official language, so communication is generally easy for foreigner. So this is why a lot of foreigner are want to come to the, some of them, they research to the Google or YouTube. They are going to comfortably walking around in the Philippines without any problem, especially when it comes to communicating to the people, because internet are very popular now. So for them, it's easy to response, even though it's kind of basic or off and on language, but Filipino can understand literally what you're talking about. Okay, so don't be afraid. And one thing I will add on with this, especially if you are new one, just download the Grab app so you can get around in the city. Number 2 is warm and friendly locals. Filipino are known for their hospitality. Visitors are often greeted with a smile and treated like a family, especially in rural or during festivals. Here, our traditional here in the Philippines, especially when it comes to festival, we share food without you paying. Okay, we share food to people. Just make sure that the food you're eating, it's clean though, but because you don't want to end up getting sick. Okay, so you have also nothing to worry about to come to the Philippines, because people are friendly. When you ask them a question, they will answer it to you. And then if you are looking for something, they are willing to teach you or to help you. So you have nothing to worry about when it comes to communicating, that you want to figure out hotels or how you get onto the bus, basically for all those basic things that you want to do, especially if you are a traveler person. So you have nothing to worry about, especially also when it comes to our tourist area. Most people, they know how to speak English because they've been around with a lot of tourist people, so they kind of have an idea for that already. The third one is tropical climate. Be prepared. Okay, you gotta be prepared about tropical climate here in the Philippines. The Philippines is hot and humid year round. Bring lightweight clothes, sunscreen, and prepare for sudden rain shower. There are 3 seasons: tag-init, hot-dry season, it's called tag-init in Tagalog. March to May, that's the hottest, because the summer in our country. That's why those months are hot in the Philippines around that season. Rainy season, June to November. So expect that it's gonna be raining off and on. Okay. Cooler dry season, December to February. Most likely, a lot of foreigners coming to this around this month. Also, it's cooler, you know. If you are the type of person you like to be in the heat, or you like to be with the normal temperature, this is the good season for you. But most likely when you walk around in the Philippines around summer, a lot of Filipino are wearing or having this umbrella, especially to those, you know, Filipino like to use whitening. So some of them they gotta use umbrellas so they don't get burned. But of course, because we don't want to waste this medicine what we take. So but yeah, so anyway, sunscreen, make sure you have sunscreen if you don't want to get burned around the season. That was really hot around that time. March and until May, that's the really hot season. So, and especially this is the very important thing when you come to the Philippines, make sure you bring your medical kit in case emergency, in case you got food poison or you eat something that it's really not good for your stomach. You have a medicine for you to take, because our medicine here in the Philippines, especially if you are around the area that the pharmacy are not available, so at least you have medicine with you. You have Iban aids, betadine in case you hit somewhere that it's get bleed. You know, that's very a good thing to do that. And also don't forget to bring your flashlight. So what do I mean by that? To prepare you to bring flashlight, like for example, if you are traveling around the beach, what if it's brown out? So at least you have something to, you know, to use in case brown out. And the very thing also, you always gonna wear your clothes that a won't get suffocate you, because you want to make sure you feel cooler even though you're still sweating, because you will get so sweaty in the Philippines, because even though the climate is like, you can feel like, yeah, it's okay, it's hot, but the heat are different. But it's a lot of people like it though. The weather here in the Philippines, they love the weather. So our weather is actually hot, moist, so you have nothing to worry about making your throat dry. So anyway guys, those are very important when you come to the Philippines. Wear something that that comfortable for you to use, so when you get around the city, you don't feel get suffocated and have a hard time breathing. And yeah, make sure you bring your medical kit. You have a medicine for stomach, you have a medicine for headache, you have a medicine for important thing, you know, in case emergency. Because sometimes, yes, we have a medicine here in the Philippines, but because you're used to it to drink your medicine in your country, sometimes it's hard to get effect on you. So because our medicine, it's a little bit mild, not like as strong what you guys have in your country. So make sure you bring your medicine. That's very important. Number 4, cash is still king. While cards are accepted in cities and malls, many areas, especially rural ones, is still really on cash. Always carry some pesos and don't really on finding ATMs anywhere. So when you are in the city, you can use your card, GCash, or you can use your card anywhere you want to if you are in Manila City. But if you are want to travel to like beach areas, some provinces, make sure you have cash on you, because sometimes some of the ATM there, it's a little bit farther. Like when you are in the city, you can use even though to pay a Grab, you can use your ATM. You just put your information in it and have cash when you go to some provinces. That's the very important. Okay, number 5 is public transportation is unique. Expect to see jeepney, tricycle, and pedicab. They are colorful, adorable, and part of local culture. However, they can be confusing at first. Ride-sharing apps like Grab are available in the city for more convenience. Yes, that is true. But I want you to know, one of our public transportation is jeepney, bus, van, UB Express, train, so most, or tricycle. Tricycle, it's only fit in there if you're like a bit bigger, you're gonna be fit like one inside, but it's a little bit smaller like when it comes to the head, but you're gonna be fit inside in it. But yeah, one of our vehicles. So if you want to take our transportation, public transportation, that is called jeepney, van, it's called UV Express in the city, Joyride, that's in the city. Most likely what they're using in the province is, it's called tricycle. And it comes to our Grab here, like if you are by yourself, if you want somebody that you can be shared with. So I want you to know that it's not only the Grab apps, it's not only for one person. If you're trying to save some money, you can share with other passenger. So you can choose which one you like, if you want a share ride or one ride. But most likely for want to have their own, you know, space. So, but if you are, you know, wanna have, if you don't mind to have a share with somebody else, then you can go to the share ride. It's a lot cheaper. and it's very convenient. If you are the type of person you don't want to be stuck in the traffic, especially in the city, you can take a joyride, move it, angkas. All of them is they have a own apps. You just download it in the Play Store and put your information in it, you're an account. I have an additional as well. If you are the type of person you, like for example, you are in the airport and you forgot something, you can use the apps Lala Move. So if for example you have flight like 5 o'clock and then you still have more time in there, and then your girlfriend are for example in Pasay, and then you want her to bring the important documents that you have that you left in your T-ball, so you can order in Lala Move. The Lala Move driver will pick it up there and drop the documents with you in the airport. It's actually very convenient in the city in Manila. So it's called Lala Move apps. Number 6 is beautiful but spread out. The Philippines has over 7,000 islands. Each destination, like Palawan, Boracay, or Cebu, offer unique sight, but domestic flight or boat rides are often required. Plan your travel routes ahead of time. So if you are the type of person you want to travel in the different island in the Philippines, make sure you will get your ticket in advance. Cebu, you can take a ferry. So anywhere in the Philippines, when it comes to going to different island is actually convenient, but if you wanna get a cheap ticket, you just gotta buy it in advance, because most likely when it comes to when a plane rides in Philippines area is a bit higher. So that's why most Filipino or local just take our transportation, like to go ferry, van to go to the ferry. So it's more cheaper for us to get around the Philippines, to go different islands where we came from. But if it's, you don't mind traveling with a plane and you don't mind about the cost, you have no problem. You can travel, because most likely we have a airport in some of our islands. So nothing to worry about to get around the Philippines. The last one is respect local custom and culture. Filipino are generally conservative and value respect, especially towards elders. Dress modestly in rural or religious place and say po and opo to show politeness. Also avoid confrontation behavior. Filipino are non-confrontational and value harmony. Well, like for example, you in a restaurant or they have things that it's bothered you. Based on my experience, we don't confront things. The way I grew up, we don't confront things. We feel embarrassed to it, even though we know ourselves that that was mistake. Because when you confront, it's like people look at you like weird, like what you confront for. But in the city, you can do that. But some of provinces, they look at it like, what did I do wrong? They look at it like embarrassed. Filipino, they don't like to get embarrassed, guys. I went to this restaurant, some of the area, one of my table, she have a complaint that her chicken are not cooked well. And then, you know what the Filipinos family do? They didn't confront the waitress. What they do, they just put the chicken on the side and then they left. But what they do and what they learn from that restaurant, they never go back. But they never confront. But they never go back to the restaurant after what happened, that situation. One time, I have a friend, we eat somewhere. It's like, I want to confront to the waitress, like, why they serve me this? It's wrong. And my friend was, it's okay, you don't need to confront. It's embarrassing. I was like, no, we need to confront because we pay for it. It's like, no. But when I do confront to the people, like if they did something wrong, especially when it comes to my order, I just bring her into the side and I whisper here. I don't do like in a public, what did I, no, I don't do that. I was just like, but I say it in politely. I say politely, yeah, it's okay to cook it more because the food is not cooked well yet, and then I'm sorry, but thank you. So, they appreciate that, but don't like being loud, like, why didn't cook my food? Why it's like this, like that? Because they get nervous. And especially a lot of people are not used to that here in the Philippines generally. But in the city, it's kind of common. But when it comes to some provinces, it's like shocking them, like embarrassed with that. So when you're confronting something that it's wrong, just whisper her on the side or bring her somewhere like, nobody can hear it. Because Filipino in general or Filipina, they don't like to get embarrassed. Like if the people are older than you and you are talking to them, so You just gotta say, especially some provinces and taking care of you, like when it comes to a service, you can say it, especially to those people who are a lot older than you. You just say, opo, opo, yes po, opo. That's showing our respect for us. A lot of Filipino, especially to those old generation and some of provinces, they value respect. Once you respect them, they respect you. And some of people are conservative when it comes to certain things. You gotta know about that. So I have those video in some of my, what I upload. You can check it out. Also, some of my videos, they have a advice as well over there when it comes to niche culture in the Philippines. But yeah, guys, I hope the information what I gave you guys was a big help for you, especially to those people who are new here to the Philippines. Well, I appreciate that. If you like and subscribe to my channel, you can also support my channel. Any question, just comment down below. As long the questions are respectful, then I'm willingly to answer that, to be professional. But yeah, I hope to see you guys on my next video. Thank you so much and see you guys. God bless.